If you like horror, mystery, fiction, short stories, then this is the place for you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to Info from the A. Me and my friends go camping in the East Tennessee mountains in the woods every year in the fall. We finally, this year, arrived in September in 2019. Two of my friends, Zach and Pete, start getting the tents out and set up while two of my other friends, Todd and Mike, go collect some firewood. Me and John start clearing the area for the fire and get the trucks unloaded. Since the trucks are parked about a quarter mile from our campsite, it takes us the longest to get done. Heck, everyone else is already done doing their task by the time me and John were finally done. By this time, it's already about 8 o'clock at night, so we get the fire going, put some beans on, and chit-chat. Well, such as tell ghost stories and listen to Tom ramble on about his past relationships. While I'm telling a ghost story, Pete gets up to stir the beans, and as he's walking back to us, he stops and he says, "Everybody be quiet. Do you guys hear that?" Pete asked. We all mumbled and said, "No." At this point, what he was hearing was getting closer than we could all hear as well. It was sticks on the ground popping and cracking that led to a man stepping out from the dark of the woods and into our sight at the camping site. This man was older looking, and he had a look of malice on his face. He then looked over at John and smiled with no teeth, then pulled out a knife from his pocket. Lucky for this man, I myself was armed as well. I had a machete. So I stood up and yelled at him. I told him to leave or I would make him leave myself. "I'll drag you out." He laughs, then rears back and throws a knife at me, just missing me. I do the same. I throw the machete and it stabbed him in his shoulder. Ugh. He took off running in the woods with the machete sticking out of his shoulder. This machete was still in his shoulder when he took off. We actually all get up and ran after this man. Heck, I just wanted to find the man to get my machete back. Well, we couldn't find the man, so I and Pete walked over to my truck and I called 911. After the phone call ended, the machete was thrown at me from somewhere, and it bounced off the car. I don't know where it came from, though. I yelled aloud, "The cops are on their way!" And I heard a laugh and then sounds off in the distance like someone was running away. By that time, the cops arrived, and there was nobody to be found. The policeman filed a report and suggested we hightail it out of there. So we did just that. And that was the last time that we went camping for a while.